I'm going to show you a problem that sometimes occurs with generated files. Let's take a look at our table of contents here. We'll click it in the book window and we'll go up to Edit, Set up Table of Contents, and we'll see that if we look at the dialog box, we've got Create Hypertext Links checked. And that's really what we want, because we want to create links here in the table of contents, not only that we can use for navigation here in FrameMaker, but also this navigation will transfer over to our PDF files. They'll become links. Now what will happen sometimes though is, let's go to the introduction, and again we're going to Control-Alt-Click, and this allows us to navigate, and we're going to put our cursor in front of this line. We'll hit the home button to get it at the beginning, and we're going to type in a word here. We're going to type in Table Cleaner, and we're actually going to format this with italics. So we're going to go up to Format, Characters, Emphasis. And so let's generate the table of contents again and see what we get. Alright, and you know what we're probably happy to see is that the italics did transfer over to the table of contents, which is normally what we want. But there is a side effect there. Let's click in the table of contents, and I'm going to press my Control-Alt keys, and I'm going to watch my cursor. Now here my cursor changes into a pointy finger like I would expect. If I go up here to this first line and I hover over Table Cleaner, it does change into a pointy finger. But look what happens when I get over to the right. When I get past this character property change, it's no longer hot. It's no longer a link. So if I click here on the word introduction, nothing happens. I have to click on the word Table Cleaner, and then I get what I expect. Now let's look at the PDF, and we'll see something similar inside the PDF. So I'm going to launch Acrobat here and open this up, and if I go to the table of contents and I click on either the link tool or this tool, this pointer tool, and again I'm in Acrobat Pro, so you'd have to be in the professional version to see this. You can see that this shows me my links, and sure enough, as I look here on this first line, the word Table Cleaner is hot, but the rest of the line isn't, and so that's a problem. And that's actually by design. FrameMaker is allowing you to have multiple links in a single paragraph, and it allows you to distinguish between those links using a character property change. Now in this case, you know, we don't want to do that, but that's one of the side effects. So let me close this, and I'll show you in FrameMaker why that's actually happening. So I'm going to right click in the margin here, and I'm going to show my text symbols. And so what happens is these markers are actually what creates the link. And again, if I Control-Alt and hover my mouse, you'll see that because there's no character property changes in any of these paragraphs, the whole paragraph is hot. But if I go up to this one, the only thing is hot is where the marker is, and all the way across until that character property change occurs. In other words, we go from italics to the regular weight. Now there's not a whole lot you can do about that automatically. The one thing obviously you can do in Acrobat, we'll just go back to Acrobat. If I open this, go to the table of contents and grab my pointer tool, of course I can just select this link and just make it wider, and then I would save and close the document, and that would solve the problem there. Unfortunately, every time I create a new PDF, I'm going to have to duplicate that. Now there's one thing you can do in FrameMaker. It is handwork, but I'll just show you what you can do. Let's zoom up here. Let's get up to a couple 100%. And what we can do is we can actually grab that marker and copy it, and I'm going to paste it here in front of the word introduction. And what I need to do is I need to select that marker and the text following to make sure that it's all the same font. So what I'll do here is I'll just go up to Format, Characters, Default Paragraph Font. And now let's hover. I'm going to actually hide the text symbols, and I'm going to press my Control-Alt key, and you can see now I get the pointy finger like I expect, but now as I go over here to the right, I get it again. So basically what we've done is every time there's a marker there, we get a hot spot. So we've duplicated that marker. Now again, the problem is this isn't very convenient, because every time I generate this table of contents, I'm only going to get the one marker, and I'm just going to do that and show it to you. Now we could do this with scripting. We've done this with scripting in the past. Let me just right click, do text symbols, and you'll see that that marker that we added is gone. But now you know why this is happening, and again, this is more or less by design. It's just an unfortunate side effect. Now again, this could be fixed using extend script or frame script. We've written several scripts in the past that automatically go across and duplicate the marker and paste it in everywhere there's a character property change. The other way it could possibly be done is in Adobe Acrobat with a JavaScript, and what that would entail is a script that would actually widen that link automatically whenever you create the PDF.